I forgot how to pronounce that word house.
Oh, the Goat House.
Yeah, the goat house.
This is an English word that I am even having trouble reading. The Gosha House, Gotha,
Goethe. Well, for today, guys,
Go
this is going
the.
to be the goat house, and I'm very sorry for Molly Rogers who wrote that story. This is the goat house now. Um, we're gonna begin because I kind of have hopes and dreams about a nap before work, and so hello, I'm Curlia. I'm a tired binge, but today I'm also the storyteller, and so today we're gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna read a story, which is not what we usually do on this podcast. We usually like go with real facts and do our research and then present them. But I'm trying something new this week, and so we'll see. We'll see if I enjoy it and you guys enjoy it. Surprise, surprise! Some fries. And this is my friend Pokepope that you might know if you've already been here, who's also live right now. So if you don't follow Pokepope, you should because I'm a dangerous person. We're live
It's
every Saturday, and go ahead.
you don't you don't have to. I'm merely on here on my stream for the clout right now. So I'm here for Curly. She brought this. We had this idea together, and she has wanted to curate it further. I am merely a streamer on hiatus, but we get to end it because next week my new PC comes in. You got this. We believe in you.
Okay, thank you. I pass under the words goat family estate. I'll laugh every time I say goat. I'm broken. Help me. Okay, we'll just rewind. I pass under the words goat family estate and grapple with a queer feeling of unease. The archway is flanked by faceless statues, their features worn smooth by wind and rain. The path to my right leads down the hill, past rows of uniform headstones to the old convent. Ahead of me stands the Goat Manor house. The convent was closed decades ago, and the Goat House has been abandoned for over a century. The only building on the estate that is still occupied is half a mile away, the former Catholic girls' school, now converted to a nursing home for ailing and aging nuns. The breeze lifts the air from the back of my neck. I hug my jacket tighter around me and walk straight. I cannot place the source of my discomfort. Graveyards hold no dread for me, and I have spent much time inside crumbling buildings. Perhaps it is the trees that grow alongside the path, brought from faraway places and replanted at the Goat family's command. Perhaps I can sense they do not belong. The Goat House looms larger as I approach. It is made of a yellow stucco that looks out of place in the gray light of Pennsylvania autumn sun. It looks tired with peeling paint and sinking edges, but strangely, all the windows are intact. I lean down to inspect a monarch drinking from a thistle that pushed its way up through a crack in the stone walkway. It is late in the season to see one, and the unexpected beauty makes me smile. I hear my grandmother's voice. Butterflies are pretty, but moths are special. They carry souls to the moon. But what happens when a moth gets trapped inside? I asked her. Then the soul is trapped too. Why do you think so many houses are haunted? The insect flutters upwards and drifts past a second-story window. A pale face peers from it, watching me from a room I know is empty. I raise my hand to the girl in greeting when bony fingers wrap around my wrist and whip me around. An ancient nun drags my face closer to hers. A few solitary teeth jut from her gums like crumbling gravestones in a forgotten cemetery, and her breath is sharp and sour. It consumed the sisters who walk without feet. She spits. Her eyes, her, her eyes boring into mine, as if she could burrow her thoughts into my head by the force of her stare. Her roomy eyes fill with tears. Don't let me die here. She weeps as two women appear by her side to pry her clenched fingers from my arm. Not here, not here. One of the nurses leads the old nun away, patting her back and murmuring in soothing tones. The taller one remains and fusses over my wrist. I'm awfully sorry about that. Did she hurt you? I'm fine, I assure her. I apologize if I did something to disturb her. No, no, Sister Agnes is not well. She was bullying one of her weekly runners. She twists my wrist this way and that. If I may ask, who are the sisters who walk without feet? She shrugs. The babblings of dementia. When she is satisfied my arm is still in working order, she steps back. I'm supposed to tell you not to be so close to the house. You can walk around the estate. It's pretty this time of the year. It's just that house is not structurally safe. I nod in acquiescence, looking at the crack that runs from the base of the house all the way up to the 3 floors. The nurse shivers. This place gives me the willies. Her voice drops a whisper. Supposedly, before the convent was closed, separate nuns tried to burn it down. The eastern wall bows out slightly. Someday, I will split open like an overripe carcass. The nurse claps her hands together. The noise bounces off the walls. Well, I better get back before I get in more trouble, she grimaces. Sister Agnes is old, but gosh, she's fast. I wave at her and she trudges across the field toward the nursing home. Before heading towards the Holt Convent building, I look again at the second-story window. It's empty. It does not matter. I will find her when I return tonight. You're doing great. Thank you. This will not be my first ghost encounter, not my 100, yet that strange, foreboding feeling still clung to me as I hurried past the trees, their silhouettes made monstrous in the moonlight. It dogged me? Dodge? I don't know. As I completed the pedestrian portion of communing with the spirits, the breaking and entering part, I successfully jammed the lock to the heavy oak doors at the front of the Goethe House and slipped inside. I now find myself standing in the atrium, the yellow-green of the walls, faintly visible in the moonlight. It reminds me of a summer sky before a tornado. The moon is bright tonight, and my nighttime vision has always been excellent. I creep deeper into the house. It has been gutted, all the furniture and paintings having been removed years ago. Dust blankets every surface like a layer of snow. The air is stale and dry. Hello, I say softly to the little girl at the top of the grand staircase. I'm here to set you free. I would estimate she is about 7. She's wearing a white dress, frothy with lace, and her blonde hair is the disagreeable kind that hangs limp and refuses to hold a curl. The room is dark, but she herself has a pulsating glow. She is pouting. Hello, I whisper again. I'm here to free you if you can take me to your wings. I pick my way across the squeaking floorboards. I put my right foot down and the board underneath splits. My foot goes through the hole and I pitch forward. I land hard and grunt as the air is pushed away from my body. I can feel the splinted edges rake against my ankle. I'm sure it has drawn blood. Wincing, I gingerly extract my foot from the hole. I turn on my flashlight and the girl vanishes. I turn it off and she is waiting at the top of the stairs. I sigh and I continue towards the stairs in the dark. I prod each board thoroughly with my shoe before transferring my weight. I reach the banister, and the moon better lights my way. Show me where your wings are, I say. The girl spins and rushes down the hallway. I follow. She reaches the third door on the left and passes through it. I catch up and I twist the doorknob. The door swings inward and I enter. Aside from a brick fireplace, the room is empty. I limp to the window. I can see the spot in which I stood this afternoon. I turn on my flashlight and I crawl around on the floor, but can't find no dead moth. I search in the corners and under flaps of sagging wallpaper, but I come up and empty-handed. My hip clip, oh my god, my hip clicks and my ankle is throbbing. I sit against the wall, massage my knee, then I turn off my flashlight. Where are your wings? I call out. She appears next to the fireplace and extends a finger. I frown. I already looked at the fireplace, I tell her. She stamps a scrawny leg, making no sound and disturbing no dust. She jabs her finger insistently. I scoot towards the fireplace and I follow the line of her arm to a black brick. Her otherworldly shine makes it easier for me to see that the brick is not mortated in place, but rather just juts out. The brick is rough against my finger, pads as I shimmy it back and forth until it is loose enough to remove. Behind the brick, I find a small box tied with twine. It is time for a sip of coffee. I look at the girl. She is across the room now, near the window, with her head cocked to one side. I take the box from the recess and blow off a thick layer of dust, then untie the twine. I unlatch the box and lift the lid. Inside is a dead, black moth. I can't imagine how it got caught here. Not caught, I think, entombed. I think of that yellow-green sky. I lift the box toward the girl. These are your wings? She nods, her big eyes and mournful. I can easily imagine her sitting dejectedly in front of a mirror as her mother pulls out at her wilted hair, trying to make it presentable. I wonder who she was and what happened to her. She is just a child trapped alone in this comfortless house for a century. I have helped countless others like her. I offer her a smile. We'll take it outside and we'll set you free. Her timid smile meets mine. I am about to close the box when I see the wings of the moth flutter. It is almost imperceptible, perhaps a mere trick of the light, or my breath disturbing the paper-like corpse. Then it shivers again. I had wiped dust from the box. It has been undisturbed for many, many years, and yet the moth had moved. My eyes slide sideways. I can see the girl on the edge of my vision. Her face. There is something about her face. Something. Trembly, like her skin is about to slip off. I snap my gaze to her. She looks normal as a ghost can look. But still, these are your wings? My tone is soothing, loving. She nods emphatically and runs into the hallway, beckoning me to follow. I hesitate. Then I shine my flashlight on the box. The moth is grotesque and disfigured. It has 8 legs when it should have 6. Its wings are hard and shiny. Its body is too long. Is it even a moth? It consumed the sisters who walked without feet, was what Sister Agnes said. The sisters who walked without feet. I had walked the grounds this afternoon, walked through the empty convent and the servant quarters, stood outside the former girls' school, now a nursing home. I would expect a place this old, a place with this much history, to be teeming with tethered spirit, and yet I found only one. A cold fist clenches around my heart. I turn off my flashlight. She stands in the center of the room. Did you eat them? I ask quietly. The others? She is trembling, struggling. Her face wobbles. Then she slumps. Her arm droops. and the glow goes out. Dark spots bloom on her face, spreading, taking the place of her eyes and her mouth. They are made of black liquid, of smoke, of nothing. Her eyes are gaping wounds of darkness. Her mouth is a black maw. It's like she's bleeding shadows. She is still wearing that frilly white dress. It drifts toward me. My heart batters against my ribs. It's a ghost. It floated through a door. It couldn't move the brick. It can't touch me. It can't touch me. It tugs on my hand. I feel its fingers. Flesh. It can touch. My leg feels warm. I realize I have wet myself. I smile at the creature and I close the box. All right, let us set you free. I make my way back down the hallway and begin my descent down the staircase. Slowly, slowly. In one hand, I hold the box with its soul, and in the other, it's my flashlight. I cannot set it free. I must give no indication that I want to flee. No indication. Fire. The nuns trying to burn the house down. It is beside me, in front of me, behind me. It appears and vanishes, circling me, assessing me. Tears leak from my eyes. I cannot tell if my heart is racing or if it has stopped altogether. Maybe I can set the house on fire. I can get outside without the moth. I can hear it fluttering inside the box. It wants to get out. I smile tenderly into the darkness. I know it is watching me, though it has no eyes. Let's set you free. I latch the box shut. Retie the twine. I'll watch as flame devour the house, devour the thing inside. I'll laugh in the light of the hungry blaze. The girl is in front of me. It touches my hand. I blanch. It knows. It knows. I blind it with the flashlight, shining the brightness at its grotesque face. Nothing happens. It doesn't vanish. It is not frightened by the light. It was toying with me before, like a cat with a mouse. I scream and hurl the box into the depths of the dark house. I race toward the gap in the doors, toward the tendrils of moonlight peeking through, toward safety and... My foot hits the edge of the hole in the floor. My heel dangles over nothing. I almost regain my balance. Tiny, delicate fingers wrap around my ankle and yank. I hear a snap. I crumble. I try to pull my leg from the hole, but I nearly pass out from the pain. My leg feels wet, so wet, and I know I am bleeding profusely. I scream for help, scream as loud as I can, but only my ears can hear it. I'm dizzy. I taste copper. I try to crawl towards the door, but the jagged pieces of wood trap my leg, trap me. My flashlight has rolled out of reach. The bulb flickers, goes out. In the darkness, I hear the fluttering of wings beating against the box. It stands over me, toying, waiting. It only eats the dead. No moth will carry my soul to the moon. That's it. That's the end. Your face, are you okay? Was it that bad?
I didn't like that.
No?
That was creepy.
Yes? Isn't this a creepy podcast?
I thought it was gonna be a good, we get to set the ghost free story. No, it's some weird psychological, the ghost is just gonna toy with you and then kill you.
Great job. Thank you. If you're not on my Discord, you should be, because tomorrow I'll post my weekly schedule.
And to my people, sorry, I don't have a Discord yet. We're working on that.
Join
I
mine.
have no schedule. My life is lawless. You know me by now.
Come in my Discord,
Yes,
I'll adopt you.
Please join Curlius. I reference you over to her stream to get her code for her Discord. And you beautiful people, be with them and be like me and learn French.
Thank you for the shout out to Poke. My computer is getting laggy for no reasons.
It's hungry too. It's telling us it's time to go.
Yep.
Okay, to everybody on my side and to everybody on Curly's, it's been an honor. It's been great. Thank you for tuning in for
Yes.
another episode of Tales from a Not So Normal Day.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate every single one of you. I'm trying to copy paste a raid message and my computer does not like that.
Oh no.
Okay. If you have spare money for a cat mic, and she links wish list. I love you. That was great. Oh god. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Don't do like me. Don't work and rest.